Row 18, plot 20.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. We're going to do a movie review for Those Who Call. It's a 2023 film, 1 hour 19 minutes, only 3.1 star rating on IMDb, but it doesn't have like a super amount of reviews yet. It is relatively new. This is on Vudu right now, and it's for free. So it's, like one of those deals where you can sign into your Vudu account. You don't have to pay for a rental or purchase. You just have to sit through the ads. This is a story about two sisters must do everything in their power to survive a sadistic pagan cult when their car breaks down at a small Texan town. Written and directed by Anubis Lopez. And Sandra Pedregolas is one of the sisters, played by Yetlanas Rodriguez, and Angie Sandoval. Anna is the other sister. We get an opening sequence from a character named Lauren, played by Reese Fast, and the gas station owner is played by Kevin Kincaid. And there's a cult in this, and it was led by Dave McClain. That is the actor's name. So I like satanic cult stories. I like, stories of sisters having their cars break down in the woods. I'm not a big fan of Texas, but that always seems like it's so big and hot. Everything's bigger in Texas, except for the budget on this film, apparently. This movie seemed like it had a lot of potential, but then it just becomes like an hour of very repetitive arguing between these two sisters who are driving for what seems like days through Texas, yet that they've never left this wooded area. I mentioned that character who was a gas station owner. They are close to running out of gas at one point, and they stop at this gas station. He refuses to sell them gas because they are watching, and that's referencing the cult. And so they go on their way, but they take forever to actually finally run out of gas, and that character ends up coming back again later. It just seems like you would go hundreds and hundreds of miles for driving, and then it's like day, very bright day, and then it turns into night, and they don't notice that they went on a dirt road. There's a lot of real big plot issues here, a lot of story issues. Just the fighting too. I'm not a fan of movies that have such amped up characters, and we're stuck with these two for a very long time. It's like we're in the back seat while they're driving and just arguing about family and this and that, and I found myself tuning in and out, so I probably maybe missed a couple of clues in their arguments about backstories. So I wrote, let's see, sisters driving, they get lost. They fight. They drive, they're still lost. Still fighting, no gas for 50 miles. Gas station warning to leave. So that's the tropey horror movie. You get that character that gives you the warning. So then they drive all day, and they're still in the same area. Yeah. And there's very little cult in this. Like the cult itself, they pop up more toward the end. They're okay looking. There's some practical makeup effects, which were fine, but they're definitely noticeable. Some were a little bit better than others. The one highlight of the movie for me was one of the characters kind of does a thing where they arch their back backwards, and they kind of do that. I don't know what yoga pose that's called. The arch, maybe the bridge. I don't know, but they're making the screaming, screechy sound that that little kid does in the Ring movies. I'm not doing it very well, but you get what I'm saying? So, like, I love that sound. Like, that's a creepy-ass sound. It always makes me think of The Ring, which is a creepy-ass movie. Unfortunately, the twisty twist was a little predictable. Like, when you're listening to these arguing for so long, you kind of... When the big reveal happens, you're not really surprised by it, so it's not, like, shocking. I will give them credit for ending it the way that they did. And I don't want to spoil it in case you do go to Vudu to watch this. The ending, you know, there's a lot of endings of movies where you have opportunities to go one way or the other with a final girl, and these characters were annoying, so you don't care if they go one way with them, but they did the right way, which was not the traditional way. Anyways, yeah, 3.1 star rating for Those Who Call 2023, free on Vudu. Let me know in the comments down below, do you do Vudu? And would you watch this for free on Vudu? Who do you do on Vudu? This movie was doo-doo.
So have your dream. Go on and sing your song. There's nothing wrong with singing out of tune. If people laugh and say your dream can never be, just think of